Well, what a backdrop, first and foremost. Can't start an interview without mentioning it, really.
Yeah, I mean, my backdrop this way is not quite the same, but no, it's beautiful behind. It's always surreal every time I come into Monaco, and I'll always remember the first time I was here, 2019, in F1. I went on the driver's parade and get into the top of turn 3, literally just up there, and looking back and seeing every single apartment full of people on the balconies. The harbour was full, yachts everywhere. It was packed, and it was just. I just said to myself, like, this isn't real. It gave me goosebumps, and I'll always remember that.
How fabulous. What a great memory. And then looking ahead to this weekend, obviously it's been a short little turnaround from Spain. What was the prep like?
Yeah, it was back on Monday, simulated Tuesday, and flew out here Wednesday. So it was no messing around and straight on it. But we know it's always a bit of a unique one in Monaco. This is a race all about qualifying. Saturday is going to be really important for us. Again, just trying to understand our car, because in Barcelona we effectively had a new car. We have new limitations, new problems to solve. We've solved the big one, which is the porpoising, but now we can get into the nitty-gritty and try and get some more lap time out of it. So I think we're all pretty pleased about that, and there's a bit more normal engineering and driving as such.
Of course, this is a very abnormal track, though, so you're going to have to raise the car. You didn't design it to work that well at that height. So what does that mean for the performance this weekend, straight out of the box?
I think we're in a we were totally outside of the window back at the start of this year. So even though you have to raise it slightly for your natural bumpy Monaco setup, we're still in a much better window than we ever would have been prior to this if we hadn't solved our issues. So I think we're in good shape. It's going to be a lot about the tyres. It's a very short track. You can't really put the energy in the tyres because it's all quite slow speed, and whoever gets those tyres switched on the quickest and the best will probably prevail. But yeah, it's exciting.
And those are big tyres now. I mean,
tyres.
you're going to be bumping the edges, hopefully not too aggressively, but it's going to be a tight squeeze.
It will be. There's always a tight squeeze around here, and it's always pretty crazy to think we drive around here at almost 200 miles an hour in a massive Formula 1 car. It's so narrow, and trying to be millimetre perfect, and you need to have your wits about you. Even in a simulator, for me, you know, my heart rate was pumping, and because you just got to be on it, absolutely on it, and you can afford to make little mistakes on other circuits. You'll obviously lose lap time, but you won't be drastically punished. Whereas here, you make one small error, and that's your session, maybe your day over. So high risk, high reward.
As we like it. And just finally, with a track like this that is so fast and furious, or sort of slow fast and furious as it were, are you sort of thinking about it constantly when you're going to sleep at night, left-hander, right-hander? How do you kind of make sure you're so dialed in, ready for those reaction times?
I don't really know, to be honest. I think you just got to play it by ear. You got to be open and dynamic to the situation, and try and get into a rhythm. I think don't overthink it. You know, we're here Thursday, the day before. We could be going over every single detail before getting out on track, and it could be totally different to what you expect. So I'll have a chilled evening, eat some nice food, get a good night's sleep, and see what we make of it tomorrow.
And if it's wet this weekend, is that good for you, do you think?
I mean, the previous races, I mean, it was only Imola where we had a bit of a wet running and we weren't very competitive there. But this is Monaco, everything's different. It looks like it's Friday, Saturday is going to be dry at least. And by that point, if it rains on Sunday, I don't think there might be a lot of action in the race, but there may not still be a lot of overtaking. So let's see. I'm open and I'm ready to go out there and try and score some big points.
Good luck this weekend, George.
Thank you.